Well, good morning, friends. Welcome to another Beside Still Waters as we think about and pray about our Lenten journey. Was thinking about rest and Sabbath as part of our Lenten journey. This keeping of Sabbath, or the day of rest, is something, of course, born in the creation story. It is a time when we are called to take a break, but also to let ourselves have enough space that we can make room for God in our life. And so this, in the traditional sense of keeping Sabbath that we find in the Hebrew scriptures, it was really, you're forbidden from doing any kind of work, anything like that. You have to prepare ahead of time, like you can't cook food, stuff like that. You have to have it all ready. And then there is really a full day of rest. And I think in the modern culture, which we're at, 24/7, and it's rare that any of us truly have a day of rest, because pretty much you can do anything on any day. So how do we get that kind of rest? How do we get that kind of Sabbath? How do we get a break, so to speak? Anne Lamott was writing. She's a reflective writer, writes a lot of really great meditations. She says, when you rest, you catch your breath, and it fills your lungs and holds you up like water wings, like my father in the deep end of the rec center pool. I kind of love that image. You'll see that quote a lot of times without the last little tagline, but I kind of actually like the image of maybe an older person in the rec pool with water wings on as part of an exercise regime. But sometimes that's part of what resting for us does. It gives us a chance to catch our breath, maybe to get a better view of the world, maybe to rest and to be held up for a period as we're going about our life. That image also of life being a pool or an ocean or water is certainly true. I mean, it's if you've ever swam in the ocean, you'll know what I mean. You get in and you realize just how insignificant you are, because the waves are so powerful, and it moves you around. And that can be a lot like life, especially the life that we are maybe find ourselves in right now, where we're just sort of moving all over the place in the different turmoil of the waves around us. So how do we find that rest? How do we take that breath? How do we take that moment to be able to float for a second? Maybe to get better perspective. And that can be part of the heart of Sabbath keeping or rest keeping. Sabbath can look a lot of different ways for lots of different people. But to really take that time to let there be space and to let your lungs be filled up with the deep breaths that you take as you rest. So I hope as you enter the weekend that you're able to find some Sabbath rest and to find a place and space to rest in God. God bless. Take care and have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.